Hello everyone, it's Green Frog again. In the previous episode, Yifeng got too much meat at once. While I was thinking about how to carry it back, the system appeared again. I thought this time he would be able to cultivate immortality. But this mission requires him to practice his cooking skills until he becomes a god. Yifeng looked dissatisfied and wanted to change to another dish. The system also agreed, but his face looked very strange. One hand took out the nonsense piano practice mission. He even quietly said that he would give you a teddy bear to sleep with if it was completed. Looking at Yifeng's sad face, he didn't want to speak. It's mother. This system gives nothing away. While I was about to sign, the system ran away. Yifeng could only hold the piano and practice all night. If the mission fails, if you take back the dojo, you can go to the river to live. But in the sky there were several martial artists surfing the wind with swords. This ant is the aunt of the white-haired girl from before, and this serious-faced brother is to Chap, the boss of Engu Kim sect, because the white hair went into the mountain and hasn't returned yet. So my aunt forced this man to look for him together. The baby centipede saw that these two people were a bit strong, so he pretended to be dead. But these two cheeks are not spared. After flying for a while, I saw a bunch of demon beast corpses below. The two looked down this side and saw a young man singing, although Yifeng is just a trainee singer. His sound contains a powerful musical intention, so the two of them were a bit scared. Go down to pay homage and give gifts to noble people. Let me, the Engu Kim sect master, tell everything. Yifeng was still singing passionately when he saw some cultivators floating around, so he was a little jealous. The two of them flew down to pay their respects to Yifeng, but I don't know if the guy in front of them is a noble person or not. It must be true that he sings so well. He still holds such a quality guitar. Yifeng saw the immortal cultivators and was also a bit scared. Don't dare talk. On this side, the old man saw Yifeng looking like that. I also began to think that he must be a hidden master. Don't let the sect master get confused. Then her aunt saw a demon king hanging on that tree. Fortunately, the expert was discovered in time. Yifeng saw these two people glancing at his turtle. This is the food I gave my disciple, so he was a bit upset. You guys can't steal anything. Seeing that the master was angry, the two people seemed a bit panicked and immediately clasped their hands to apologize. Fortunately, noble people are generous. Otherwise, even if you carry sandals, you won't be able to run in time. Hi, sir. The first time we met, I didn't know what he was singing just now. Hearing that, the guy breathed a sigh of relief. Should do more songs for you to admire. These two cheeks were endlessly happy. After just a few minutes, the coat of my clothes was already torn. Fortunately, Mr. Sir did not play anymore. Mr. Chap is so nice. So Yifeng also reminded, I saw two people who only had small pants. But do you have any way to store these pieces of meat? Help me. The two of them thought Yifeng was testing them, so they remained dumbfounded. Yifeng saw that and didn't ask anymore. But the aunt saw that the master withdrew his request, so I'm afraid he's testing me. So he also took out a ring from his pocket to store the family heirloom. The ring opened and sucked in all the lumps of meat on the ground. The old man saw his aunt playing so loudly, so he became a little curious. You really play big. Hee, uncle. There is only one time in life when you can win all or nothing. Don't you see that shovel? That's a holy product right there. Is there anyone who is so stupid as to leave it on the ground like that? Her or my sister didn't pay attention. But if so, Mr. is a player of the forest human system. You are such a great gentleman. Please accept our bow. At this time, the white hair was healing his wound when he saw his master flying his sword. So it's a bit confusing. The two people asked why the white-haired king had martial arts cultivation and ran to the cave to hide. White hair immediately said, it was because the demon emperor's subordinates chased and beat me. Hearing the white hair say that, the two people couldn't help but laugh. Maybe it was because he saw a turtle hanging on a tree. Before that, that's why. If that turtle were still alive, it would probably hit me too. Then it's okay to have white hair, even know how to ask questions. So the two of them also wanted to quickly go down the mountain to please that noble man. White hair refused because there was something important to do, but under the guidance of adults, white hair can only obey. The ant took the white-haired man's hand and quickly flew to pay his respects to the nobleman in time. But the white hair still kept thinking about that lucky young man. I don't know if he's still alive or not. The ant reminded again, if mortals come to such a place, they can only become meat for demonic beasts. If I go looking now, I'm sure I won't find the body. You should follow me to pay homage to your predecessor. Luckily, my seniors let me level up quickly. I ran with my pants down, but luckily I arrived in time. My senior hadn't left yet. The ant reminded him to take the identity of a mortal, to travel through life. So what makes you angry? Yi Feng walked closer to them. Only now did the white hair recognize the person. He had been teaching all day about life. He's a gentleman in the eyes of his aunts and uncles. Returned to the dojo before Vuong Tai could sleep. He was frightened by a noise that made him jump, howling and scaring my dog to death because Yi Feng sealed the well. So the skeleton wanted Vuong Tai to go to the well and open the lid for him, making Vuong Tai even more afraid, causing the well cover to move even more strongly. It's probably a dry skeleton that wants to be eaten as a dog. Spent an hour flattering the skeleton. Only then did Vuong Tai regain his composure. How he scared the dog and I almost peed my pants. The dry skeleton spoke up from below. Puppy, someone is about to destroy the dojo. Quickly remove the seal and release me. I'll take you to the street to play. Hi, big brother master is not here. Everything he said is correct. Vuong Tai pushed the well's lid open, and the bones of the skeleton flew back together to gather in one place. Seeing that, Vuong Tai did not forget to praise him. Big brother is so handsome like that, even more beautiful than the dogs I see on the street. Hey, puppy, there's something wrong with this skeleton of mine. Damn it, where is my spine? Hi here, boss. The previous owner used it as a clothesline. Let me pair it up for you. Mom, you're so handsome like that. If I were a girl, I would fall for you. I thought praising me like that would keep me alive. But the skeleton wanted to kick the puppy, causing Vuong Tai to panic a bit. Wake up! Only then did Vuong Tai see himself being carried by a skeleton on his head after scaring the puppy. I dropped the bird and returned to the white-haired forest. Seeing that in their eyes, he was actually immortal. Before that, she couldn't believe her eyes. Ask again to be sure. Hey, sister. This young lady accidentally said that. So it seems like Mr. is not happy. If you get angry, we'll get bricked. Fortunately, he was only asking questions. Help with the piles of meat. If not, you won't be able to keep your mouth shut in time. Hi, seniors. There's no need to be polite to juniors like us. It's our honor to notice those little storage rings. Yi Feng saw the girl the other day, standing next to two old grandparents. The other day, he had a nice chat with me. But when I waved goodbye, she still didn't want to look at me. White hair for fear of being tricked. So there was a lot of back and forth. In the end, it was still the ant who reminded her grandchild. I looked closely to see if that turtle was really a demon king. The white hair turned on its heavenly eyes and was shocked. Heaven and earth. The turtle in his hand is actually a demon emperor. She finally understood. Why can you walk around the mountain without worrying about monster attacks? Turns out he didn't really care. The white hair saw that he had offended Mr. So I properly graded him back. Fortunately, he was not angry with me. Yi Feng said white hair again. I said that right. There is no danger in this mountain. But also earned a ton of food. Hearing that, she also broke into a sweat. Don't say it so easily. I'm so weak, but I'm lucky I was able to escape in time to survive. How can I understand these things? I see you don't hate your nephew. That's why my aunt opened her mouth to ask for a favor. Help my nephew practice and level up. The old man also said a few more words. My young lady is so beautiful. If you want to marry her, you can. The old man said that, making her a little embarrassed. Yifeng immediately turned and left. Damn it. What does your disciple's good talent have to do with me? Seeing that people can't practice, they talk nonsense to each other. Hearing that, she was completely shocked. Why am I being so stupid? She remembered the red bag the teacher gave her yesterday. Made her extremely happy. But unexpectedly, she lost the perfume bag, causing her aunt to be seriously shocked. All three of them regretted the lost holy item and didn't want to say anything. I can't even walk. Things were lost in this mountain. The two aunts and uncles immediately called the entire clan to look for him. It's absolutely impossible for other kids to pick it up. One night, several streams of people quickly headed towards the Shogunate Mountains. When the major cultivating sects heard the news, they immediately took action, but the person who started this didn't know what was going on and was still leisurely picking flowers for Trung Than. Back to last night, Dry Bones and Vuong Tai were engrossed in relaxing under Thin Sun Gate. But something happened to my bones, that's why I came here. Vuong Tai, you just stay here and wait to see a good show. In the sky there is a group of people riding clouds. It turned out that Luke Than Sun and Deepback were heading to the martial arts hall. While chatting happily, Deepback felt his body felt a bit heavy before anything was forced by some force to fly to the ground, making Luke Than Sun a little confused. Deepback crawled up and discovered that the person forcing him face down on the ground was the man in black. Although he was a bit hurt, he still wanted to know who the person in front was. Deepback stood up and scolded the man in black. But after just a few sentences, I snapped my fingers with Dry Bones. The entire body's bones and joints were broken. Dry Bones just asked gently, "Did you know it was wrong?" Yes, I know it's wrong. Deepback was curious and asked again, "I just came here to play for a few days. How can I offend my seniors?" You haven't offended me at all. But the person you offended is more terrible. Is to offend my master? After a while of eating onions face down, after thinking for a while, Deepback remembered. Looks like he once offended someone. Oh my god, I've run out of people to tease. But I ended up poking this queen beehive. So this time, even God cannot save us. It seems like you already realized it. Unfortunately, it's late. We, as servants and dogs, have the responsibility to let you experience the most terrible punishment. Vuong Tai chimed in and said, "That's right." Luke Than Sun eavesdropped on that dry skeleton. It was Mr. Servant's servant who was sweating profusely. But my younger brother Chuvan next to me wanted to run first. Chuvan, don't play stupid anymore. Seeing Dry Bones, he was about to raise his fist. Deepback cried and begged, don't hit me. I know how to sweep the floor, cook, and warm the bed for Big Brother. Chuvan didn't know why he had to kneel, so he asked Luke Than Sun. Then Luke Than Sun Lean said loudly, "Don't say anything more. I beg you." Deepback had no choice but to turn to Luke Than Sun for help. "No, I'm not done worrying about my part yet. So how can I help you?" Chuvan also wanted his big brother to help Deepback a little. After all, I'm about to marry his younger brother. Hey girl, this is the third time, please forgive me. No matter how arrogant Deepback was before. But today I met a monster like this and cried. The Dry Bones expressed a wish for Deepback to offer something with some sincerity. Deepback understood what he meant and immediately took out a bunch of treasures from his hand. But for Dry Bones, they are just waste products. How can those royal grade and royal-grade treasures be worthy of me? Must be considered rare treasures such as fairy weapons, or spiritual treasures or something. About 1,000 pieces is fine. Deepak was shocked when he heard it. How can I dig up 1,000 of them? It's too late to call me out to rob. Seeing that Deepak has no sincerity at all, the loinbone was about to snap his fingers to blow away his color, but Vuong Tai came up with another dish that was even more delicious. The big brother asked him for some pretty girls. Those pretty girls. When I heard the beautiful girl, I was extremely excited. That's a great idea. Vuong Tai, you are truly talented. Ha ha. Being praised by Dry Bones made my son so shy. Dry Bones immediately moved closer to Deepak. It's okay if you don't have that many spirit treasures. Whatever you lack, make up for it. 1,000 girls are enough for you. 7 days of preparation to bring it to the martial arts hall for me to enjoy. Deepak was as happy as winning the lottery, knowing his senior. I will definitely have enough for you and choose the best ones. Hearing that, Deepak ran all the way to the house without looking back. Dry Bones also told Luke Than Son and others to continue too. Oh, and next time you come to visit, don't go empty-handed. Yes, I understand, senior. Deepak was running when he bumped into Lo Dat Shan, making him angry. Luckily, my uncle ran fast. Otherwise, I would have chased him with a stick. But there seems to be some kind of aura down there that's so huge. Fuck you, why did I hit this monster again? As soon as Lo Daching turned to run, he was pulled back by a dry bone claw. There's no time to run now. Stop crying and begging for forgiveness. Wherever my uncle was running, he ran back and hit me. Looks like the slap last time wasn't enough, even though Lo Dachin tried to explain that he was going for a walk. But how can Dry Bones believe that even dogs don't believe it? Today's episode is here. Remember to help Green Frog reach 2,000 likes as soon as possible. Don't forget to leave 3 dots if you don't know what to comment. Bye everyone. See you all in the next episode.